Welcome to the How to Request Overtime in Edison instructional video. In this presentation, you'll learn how to submit an overtime request using the Edison application. You'll need to start out from the Edison homepage after logging in. First, notice the tabs on the left side of the homepage. Go ahead and select the link that says Self-Service. You'll notice that a couple of options open up for you. Select Employee Work Center. Now the Edison application will open up a menu with many different navigation options on it. Notice on the left in the column under the Time and Labor area the Request Overtime navigation. Go ahead and select Request Overtime. When the screen loads, you'll see a box that says View Options. This is where you can see your past requests in the system. Since we're here, let's go ahead and learn how to check past requests. To do this, simply click on the drop-down box for month and/or calendar year as applicable and select which time frame to look at. Then select View Requests. You'll notice your past overtime requests will pop up by the date they were for. You can also see how many hours were requested, the date you requested the overtime, and whether or not the overtime request was approved. Now that we've seen our past overtime requests, let's take a look at how to enter a new overtime request. If you look down below the View Options box we were just using, there's a button called Add Request. Go ahead and click this button. You'll notice a new box pops up called Overtime Request Details. Here's where you'll enter the pertinent information for your new overtime request. Let's assume you want to request 3 hours of overtime on March 1st of 2017. Let's go ahead and enter that information into the overtime date field. You can either type the information directly according to the example provided, or you can click on the calendar icon to select your date. For our demonstration video, we'll use the calendar. We'll go ahead and ensure that the month says March and that the year says 2017. One useful feature available to you is that you can set the date to the current date simply by clicking on the words Current Date on the bottom of the calendar. This feature is particularly useful if you're already at work and need to work over. But for our example, since we're using March 1st, we'll just leave it how it is. Go ahead and click on the calendar with the date marked. You'll notice that the calendar screen will disappear and you'll be back at your overtime request details box, but that the date has been added to the request. Let's go ahead and continue to fill out the overtime request details. First, let's go ahead and enter our overtime hours. Remember, overtime hours for a request must be in whole hours. Let's say you need to work 2.5 hours over. So you'd simply enter the request for 3 hours. The next box is optional and, if needed, can be used to comment on the overtime. Check with your immediate supervisor or your HR representative as to whether or not you're required to use this box. Now that we've entered our information, let's go ahead and click the Submit button. Notice that you receive visual confirmation that your submission was successful. The application will also display other relevant information, including who requested the overtime, the originator, which should be you, your manager, and the date of the transaction. Now that we've received our confirmation, let's go ahead and click OK. You'll notice that the application will direct you back to the Overtime Requests page where you can enter another request. You've successfully learned how to enter your overtime request. Remember also to enter your overtime on your timesheet. This concludes our presentation on how to request overtime.